Everybody, welcome to Taiwan English listening practice video. You can use this video to practice listening and comprehension as I speak. Listening time podcast. Welcome to the listening time podcast. Hey everybody, this is Connor and you are listening to episode 121 of the listening time podcast. Thanks you all for listening. I hope you are all doing great. The topic of today's episode is a really interesting one, and I think that most of you are going to like this because it's something that most of us, or maybe all of us, are currently dealing with, or are at least having to think about a little bit, with its inflation rate. We are experiencing a lot of inflation in many countries around the world, and a lot of places have had a lot of issues because of inflation, and communities might have been hurt, and people have had a hard time because of inflation in this recent period. And remember that I am recording in this 2023. So if you are listening to this future year, then this might not be as relevant. But during this time that I am recording this episode, inflation is a hot topic and many people are talking about it and complaining about it. And so I thought this would be a good topic is discussed in today's episode. So we will talk about what inflation is, the cause and effect of inflation. We will talk about some countries that have a very high inflation right now and what people do during times of high inflation. So this should be a really interesting episode. I am excited for it. And before we start, remember that I have my new podcast available now, which is called US Conversations. This is an exclusive podcast. You can sign up for it if you feel ready to listen to conversation at real speed in English. So in this new broadcast, I talk to different English teachers from around the United States in different parts of the country, and we had a normal conversation about many different topics, and I provide the traffic for you with the definition of key word and phrase that we use during the conversation. So I know that a lot of you have been waiting for this type of content from me, and now it's available. So if you would like that, you can click on the link in the episode description below this episode. Conversations. And of course, you can sign up for my membership if you want to specialized training to help you understand native speakers when we say speak fast. The link is also in the description below in this episode. And if you like this podcast, please share it with anyone else you know who's learning English. And please give it a 5-star rating and why. Okay, let's talk about inflation. First of all, what is inflation? People might have a different definition of inflation, and people think about this topic in different way. But I will just give an overall definition that most people would be happy with, and that is inflation means that there is an increase in price and a fall in purchasing power. What does purchasing power mean? This growth means that your money buys less stuff. You can buy as much stuff with the same amount of money that you used to be able to buy. So that's a fall in purchasing power. So that's inflation. And many of us are struggling right now with inflation in our different countries because over the past couple of years we've seen a lot of inflation around the world. So let's talk about some causes of inflation. There are different causes. It's not just one particular thing. There could be certain things that come from the demand side, meaning the customer who is buying products or supply, and there could be costs from the supply side, from the people that are producing their goods and supply. Maybe the cost of production has gone up for them and they can't produce as much stuff, or they need to write bread because a product with my supply side. So there are a lot of different things that can affect and influence that inflation rate, but let me just talk about maybe the overall idea of what causes inflation. Of course, it isn't necessarily the most detailed explanation, but I think it's kind of summarize everything. So inflation is caused by having more currency units that are chasing goods and supply without a greater